Okay, welcome back to the live stream and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. So, just in time actually. Let's try to actually do something different from the second run actually. In the previous live stream, I finished my first run and then I actually have this. So what I did is right at the beginning of the games, I delete monica.chr like that. And again, I'm sorry for my dumbness. I figured out the delete and open buttons already. So in Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, there is no first run application. There is only reset.sh. So you can click this button, and if you want to reset everything, you click yes, but don't worry, you will not gonna lose any calorie and um, anything. It just only resets the Doki Doki Literature Club, the main things. So yeah, I really want to talk about this before we get into this live stream. As usually, and the disclaimers has stated very clearly, and the game trailer also stated very clearly. And yes, Steam has rated this game as 17G, but I still think that to respect for the game creators, it's okay for you to not uh, play this game, because this game has been appear in the news, but at the same time there's a controversy. I can say that some people are right, some people wrong, and I mean, ultimately that I still suggest people to read the disclaimer before playing the games actually. And yeah, even the disclaimers in the plus version is actually scared me in my first run, as I remember, because it is warn you about self-harm, abuse, depressions, not living thought, right directly to the players, so which is absolutely feel pressures. But I totally get it from the game creators. I mean, we don't want any sad things happen. I mean, and the games can be addiction too. So people who addict to the games, they get involved to the game so much and they forgot the reality. So it just hits people's heart. So tragic happens. But yeah, I still suggest you to read the disclaimer before playing the games. To be honest, for me, I feel bad for saying don't play the game at all if you ever have any disease that relate to your heart, or have the history of depression or not living thoughts. I do have the depression myself. I do share on my social medias. Like I start to be open on social medias and trying to talk more about my life, and and to be honest, I'm homesick. I'm not gonna lie. And I mean, there's people in the chat in the previous live stream tells me that to speak Vietnamese. I mean, I want to, but I just want people who are non-Vietnamese speaker to understand too. So I may have to apologize to anyone who are non-English speakers, because obviously, like normally when I play in Laplace School Idol Festival or also games live stream in this social media, I put the chat rules to don't be rude. But any of the blind play live stream I made, it just so pressure me. And honestly, I listen to the comments that to do live stream more often, but it's still so pressure that when I'm blind playing something, and when two languages mixed together in the same live stream, it just gonna make it so weird, and I don't want that to happen. And so I just want to stick only one language right now. I just want to stick to English instead of Vietnamese, because English is an international language. I want this channels to like international friendly, and I just don't want to be selfish. Actually, I mean, honestly, I still love my country. I love Vietnam, but I just don't want to be selfish and just only stick to one language. I mean, you can put caption, but it takes lots of time. It just, I mean, behind the scenes, I do ranting about how tired I am, and especially like I start live stream blind playing every single day now, and it just I feel lack of sleeps a lot, so I have to prevent that and trying to live stream earlier if possible. So yeah, that's my story. And also at the same time, don't backseating, don't spoilers. Even though I finished the first run, just don't do it, because I still haven't played any side story, and I also want to experience the game all over again to get more side story, because as I said, so far I only have two, and if the game wants me to get all six, so it's gonna take me like lots of live stream, because yeah, you know, I have to play the games over again. And I think that what I'm planning to do is to play the Sayori's full round, and then actually going back and play Yuri's full round, and then again going back again before tragic happens to actually do the mix. So it's gonna take a lot of save files, and the next step is actually after the tragic happens, I have to go to full Yuri routes. I honestly I cannot think there's any way to actually making Monica say that I switched styles in the second act. So yeah, before we do so, let's change the wallpapers actually. So I did notice there's some things in the promo. So I was drawn by Zach Shirley to celebrate Monica's birthday in 2020. Wait, when is Monica's birthday? Delete Monica for the second times. I did in the previous live stream, and yeah. But still, I totally, I'm sorry, Monica. I totally don't know when's her birthday. Also, I just noticed the thing when I making a thumbnails that when you click on the whole gallery, it actually make a full screen. So I really liked it. I really like this illustration, because like 2020 is a really tragic. Things happen and disease all around, and people having to stay at home, and people talking in the meeting rooms. Like I feel sad for Yuri to not speaking anything, but she actually have cool headphone. By the way, she reading Markov things, which is the book that has an eye. And I think it makes sense when she's want to stay quiet and wants to relax for herself. And Natsuki has a cat ear headphone, which is actually really cool. Actually, I can say cute, but since Natsuki is like sometimes don't want to be cute, so I think she is okay with cool. But what is she reading? Is this perfect girl? It doesn't look perfect girl at all. It's like she reading action manga. And Sayori, it's I mean it makes sense looking at wait, hang on, let me go back. Looking at Sayori's rooms, she's sitting in the desk. That's what I think. So it makes sense that Sayori has a daisy. I think maybe because Sayori is like playing and stuffed animals. I mean, yeah, the cow stuffed animal stands out so much. And I actually never see Monica's room ever. So for those who's already seen it in a mod or anywhere else, I mean, honestly, I don't know. I mean, the only mod I play is Doki Doki Blue Skies, but I still never seen Monica's side story at all, like ever. So yeah, that's a really nice illustration. So I'm gonna set as wallpaper. I'm not gonna lie, I like this. It actually looks so cool, but it's still, it would be cooler to actually having this to be a button, and then the choice quickly disappears so you can all experience the full screen with the time. So yeah, no further ado, wallpaper being set. So let's start the second run. Also don't forget waters. So yeah, honestly I'm gonna try to skip the first scene actually, because it's gonna be the same thing. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna read those. I'm sorry. It's nice when they have the skip button still enabled. So I'm just gonna skip. I'm sorry. I mean, it's gonna stop with the poem game, so don't worry. And I'm gonna wait for a long time. Okay, is that the right poem? Okay. So we're gonna write series this time. I mean, I'm sorry Natsuki, you have your moment, so I'm gonna go with sadness. Unrequited. I'm going with melodies, Natsuki. There's an achievement when you go in perfect series. I mean, it's the same thing for perfect Monica. You got everything 100%, but perfect Sayori, perfect Natsuki, perfect Yuri is basically you pick their choice in all 20. I'm not gonna try to do that because I mean, I'm just only here for experiencing the game. So, hurt. Vocation, determination, nope. Sunset, Siri likes it. Smile, Siri's like to smile. Tragedies, she do have tragedies. Blanket, Natsuki like blanket. Siri is described Siri so well. Adventure, Siri obviously like it. Flowery, really? Nightgown, Natsuki likes that. Okay, happiness. Journey is Yuri. Okay. Ribbons, are you kidding me? Memories, absolutely series. Family. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip and then come to series line. Don't worry. And then it's gonna keep continue, or it's just basically back and then it's just gonna have a different dialogues. Anyway, again, I did a dumb thing. Let's try reload. I did a dumb thing again. I totally forgot to save. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm gonna reset again. I'm totally so dumb. I totally forgot to save the first form game. You have to save the first form game so you can actually go back and take for another round. So yeah, honestly, it's not a full run, so it still counts as second runs anyway. And again, reset.sh is go directly to the game. Yeah, I know. And honestly, thinking about it, I really suggest you to actually click yes instead click no, so you can actually pay closer attention for the disclaimer of the game. I already did that, so I don't need to. So yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, I don't like actually reset the game too much. So yeah, enter my name iPhong again. This time I'm not gonna be so dumb. So I'm just gonna keep skipping. And I'm just gonna be more careful this time. In the first poem game, I'm not gonna save. I'm having a weird feeling, and then I realize I screw up. Okay, click into this character again. Sorry. Depression, cry, tragedies. I remember. Fun and family. Promise. Oh really? Yuri. Really, Yuri? Okay. I mean, I think series still have more actually. Nature, creation, and ribbon is not savory this time. So determination now is a complex word. So one next summer. Nasu, oh, Nasu summer. Forgot about that. Sadness. And lazy, obviously, series. Friends. Next time I'm gonna confess with her. Okay. So Sunny, Venture, Childhood. Not perfect series, but fine, I guess. Maybe I'm gonna learn next session. Okay, the skip button is easy to clickable this time. Alright. Okay, not gonna skip too much. So yeah, back to this. Man. Am I dumb again? I'm so forgetful. I'm so forgetful. Guys, I'm sorry for actually wasting your times, and I can say myself that I am a very forgetful person. I forgot to save the firstborn game again. I mean, that's how people who wants to get perfect poem achievement, right? Yeah, I know. Sorry, I already read the content spoiler thing, so I don't need to have to read that. God, I'm so dumb. Also, in my other social media, I do live stream playing other games actually. But in these social medias, I want this social media to be active again. But at the same time, my other social media, I do live streaming games, but it just causing copyright. So that's worry about me. Okay, this time I save. Okay, I save. Alright. So, promise. Okay. Location. Alone. Series alone. Oh, this is sad. Sunset. Landscape is not obviously, so peaceful, childhood, romance, marriage, broken, series broken. It do make sense because in my first run I totally realized that sooner or later series personality is just gonna transfer to one of these characters. But in the first run, we can see it actually transferred to Natsuki. So, yeah. Since when you like water for Nasu, misery. Okay, so we can like shopping, happiness, friends, that's not. Treasure, joy, ocean, and pain. Okay, so what I'm planning to do is actually instead of asking series for help during the arguments, I'm gonna actually pick either Nasu and Yuri. Okay, zero matching in the process. Screen black out. Okay, let's see the save. It's good now. Okay, now we continue to this second run. Alright, man. It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. Let's jump down into the nearest text. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book you gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eye and end up listening in on Siri's conversation with Monica. We probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Hmm. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to the creative minds. Also, in my real life business, like I've been actually really busy actually. I mean, if you have no choice to actually stay in other countries abroad like for a really long time, I mean in the middle of the disease season and you cannot go home because the airway is blocked, you really have no choice to actually make the paperwork and trying to arrange like come on, it's tough like that, and it can drive you insane actually. I mean, when you're stuck abroad, you have no choice to actually find a way to actually earn cash legally actually. So it's been stressful for me, and maybe for a lot of people who are also stuck abroad as well. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie, my health condition, I don't have enough rest. I wish I can rest well, but it just it's hard. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place. It is a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Siri is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Or what kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes? Good thinking. Nasu would love to do that. You're right. Recipe makes the best cupcakes. That'll work out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Siri is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Siri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her getting on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wow! I opened my eyes to find Siri's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Oh, wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The Plus version improves like suddenly show up the scene. I mean, it's the same thing when you actually blink your eyes and it just shows something instantly. So unlike the original version without the plus, it just only fades in the scene. So it is not quite I mean, some people do actually, like they slowly open their eyes and they just realize it kind of slowly and then got startled. But still, most people like really like something rapidly. Is your phone for sleeping like that? This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? I'm about to, yes. The day you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. Hi, Dong-chan. What's going on? I'm back with Doki Doki Literature.plus on the second run. As I said, like my plan is to try the full series route, and yet don't forget to set the first 4 games. And then when it hits after the confession or becoming a friend this series, you can go back to the first 4 games and go for full Yuri's route or Natsuki's route. I already did Natsuki's already, so I'm not going for Yuri's, but so far for now I need to get done for series first, and then I'm going to do the rest. And afterward I'm also gonna do like mutual, like for example Sayori for the first, Natsuki for the second, Yuri's for the last, or maybe it's either way Natsuki and Yuri's, and then at the end to series. Trying to be neutral, and then get the confession, say yes or no, and then you see the tragic. Then I'm going to attempt to actually win Yuri's round after the tragic happens, and trying to get as many data collected as I can, and hopefully to get all 6 side stories. So far I only get 2. I have to actually play the game once again to get side story, because I don't want to play side story right now because they are locked. So I mean, I want to experience in the game. I just want to check out what changed in the plus version and the original version without the plus. So I just chilling, but still no spoiler, and also no backseating. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's it's a secret. I knew it. Come on, let's give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori is written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. Also, I didn't know if I talk about how the characters being improved. As I remember, in the original version without the plus, it's kind of focused on 2Ds, slightly a bit of 3Ds, but it doesn't actually show much on the facial, lips, nose, especially nose actually, and it's obviously we can see all the eyes. But in the plus version, it's actually more better quality, and it shows so much. I mean, the animation, the illustration get more improved, and people are focusing on 3D now, even in like anime industry. So it's actually, at first I'm not getting used to it, but then later on I was like, fine, if that was intended, and you can go ahead, but please don't ruin the storyline. That's the most important thing. Because I do rant about boundaries animes before, and lots of people disagree about me and rant about me actually, but everyone has different taste, so I'm just gonna stick to my taste. So yeah, let's continue to the game, and of course I'm gonna actually read slowly so you guys and girls can catch up. I don't like reading fast and blind playing because I buy the game, okay? So I just want to play the games as seriously as I can, especially in the live streaming. Read my wallet anyway, I mean come on. But it's still worth it. Siri glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in the rush this morning. Look, your hair sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sari's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your brow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my fingers, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie! The face really improved. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sari, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Hey, that's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. So I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you change your mind. And I'm gonna get a gallery for this. But honestly, it looks better. As I remember from the original version without the plus, like it's hardly for me to actually see her lower bodies. Now we can actually see her like from head to toe. It's pretty much better. Standing on the ground and trying to making camera angles in a weird way actually. So yeah. Also, if you show me without the characters in these angles, that's how the classroom looks like on the board things, which is really interesting. This is so funny. What's this? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy you really like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my upper body got bigger again? Don't say that out loud! Anyway, it looks much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer button up like that? It's so stuffy. It's not worrying at all. Sayori hastily unbuttoned her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and curls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I will get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying like that like is a good thing, because if you have a boyfriend then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And he take care of me better than anyone else will anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbundled. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. But anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. I'm fine. It's a deal. I guess we are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell you with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poem we wrote now? Yay! iPhong, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, Sam. I tried to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still tries to wait to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last year? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically write their poems. Sayori is on the wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica was her in the composition notebooks. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsu and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I mean, I'm still gonna let everyone to read my poems anyway, because yeah, I'm definitely most comfortable saying it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. So good, iPhong. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. I know. Oh jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Yeah, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's an iPhong poem. And that makes it extra special. I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you really pop the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Oh, well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'm breaking my promise. See, it's like I said before, iPhong. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying to think this like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her now. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Or I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. It's the same thing, dear sunshine. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Or are you just need me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sorry, It's just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes and no question. I forgot to do it last night. Really, that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. Let's still try my best. Oh yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad one. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. Started to skip breakfast. Get all cranky. Yeah, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. It was so much fun. Wanna guess the best? Oh yeah. Next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best one ever. Yeah, I guess I look forward to it. So just go Natsuki then. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me? It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? Oh, that's... Anyway, I guess I need to shut your mind. Not that you like it. And it's the same poems. People can fly, monkey can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, horses can sit, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it? What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? My writing style wouldn't make your message less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the workplace. Like a set up for a rhyme at the end but then made it fulfill purpose. It has to bring out the feeling in the last line. So it did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's why I meant to be a pro. Like you learn something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsu is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And we're gonna go, let's see you this time. If we stares at the poem, a minute passes morning, not time for her to finish reading. Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine to force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess it might be after reading through it. So is that bad? No. Yes, just raise my voice. I'm so sorry. Yuri spreads her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been so minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take you a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there's a specific writing habits that are usually difficult for new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable things I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick the writing styles separate from the topic matters and they conflict the two together. The end result is that the prose style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once we revise such train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changed. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and reading them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it still comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. That still can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to me or to Nasu. Do you mind if I read your poem now? It's true. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny, although isn't this supposed to be a literature club? And it's the same thing, because under the light, the tentry of my hair illuminated with the amber glow. They think it must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hair of the future, a big calm breathing air of the present bit, but living in the past. The light flickers and flicker back. I'm sorry, I'm such a terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all, but it takes you a long time to read. Yeah, I just don't read script very often. I actually think the handwriting is pretty. That's so really. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more neat. Something easy to digest, of course. Are you into prose theory? Actually, the story isn't about prose at all, iPhong. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Yeah, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember that boys often express their own thought, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more somnolent, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. It makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on this thing too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. So, which Monica's lab? Hi, iPhong. Having a good time so far? Oh yeah. Good, glad to hear it. Ever since you knew and everything, if you have any suggestion for the club like new activities or things can be better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Well, of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, iPhong. You're a little embarrassed today, you know. It's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I have Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you have your sort of things in common. Well, you may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. That may be the case. Maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talked about you sounds like you two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get while reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? It could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she really likes exploring with emotion, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sadness too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Maybe each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. As I end up trying different things a lot, it could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. If everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I always have to find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims that I'm not very good. Yeah, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Yeah, I know it's the same thing. However, it couldn't have been me. You see the direction that Sparkle produced. The noisy neighbor or an angry boyfriend, I never know if I was at home. I peered aside for a clue. Now I can't see. I real blind like a film left down in the sun, but it's too late, Mary Tinas. The already scorched with permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching a forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. So, the first act has hole in wall. In the first thing, it was just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it was too deep. And then in the second act, same titles but different things, different paragraphs. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. There is a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? I'm not sure if I know how to put it, because we could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's my guiding tip of the day. Sometimes when you write a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on specific points. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this: if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Ew. Yes, that's everyone. Just around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre French abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poems can stay up to theirs. This is a literature club at all. Sorry. Guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room area, Americans are happily chatting. As they are surely nasty. Gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expression change. Nasu's eyebrows following frustration, and Violet's smile sadly. Obviously, it's language. Yeah. Did you say something? You say nothing. Nasu dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. You're excused. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's really about giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. It just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Yeah. You didn't even have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say. I swear you really didn't come out nice at all. I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for a suggestion, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. It's super deep, by the way. Siri likes it and iPhong did too, so based on that I gladly give you some suggestion on my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And iPhong read my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Oh my god. And by the time I was launching link, this is 10 o'clock at night and there's music at the background. I mean, I don't know if anyone okay for people being noisy at night. I mean, I'm okay, but I don't think in my neighborhood they're gonna happy about this. I mean, I'm fine with it. I mean, the game story allows to cover up the background music, but at the same time, I'm really worried because my neighborhood are really sensitive and they could come straight into a room at any time and saying to stay silent. So even like right now I'm talking, like people who just nearby the room can actually hear me without a microphone too, so which is a lot of limitations, so that's worrying me. So yeah, then Susan Smith stands up. Oh, didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not why you just Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that iPhong appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh, how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out on my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose upper body magically grew size bigger as soon as iPhong started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki doesn't need to. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly workers turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. She just trying to make me look bad. That's not true, she started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have figured it out. Let me explain that to her, iPhong. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. Understand that, right, iPhong? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they probably think more highly of me. So I already called Sayers for help. So I'm just gonna go with Natsuki because I haven't played Natsuki last time, so it's gonna be like, yeah, mix. You're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that around my brain and attempt by myself, I think that conveying feeling with few words can just be as impressive as well. It lets the reader imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Show how much you know. That's enough. Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki was wise. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Fighting is a really personal thing, and sharing it can be definitely hard. Looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty hard-headed. Glance over my shoulder. Scenery is nothing rigorously. Yeah, so I don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki was get lost in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally muttered that barrier audibles. And Yuri looks at me dejectedly. We are friends like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me at all. Jeez. Natsu takes a deep breath. The thing about... Natsuki glanced around the room. Will everyone stop staring at me? Surprisingly, Natsuki has harder time with it since she posted. Sori and Monica looks away. Anyway, the thing about your upper body, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with everyone. Yeah, you naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sori, I could make some tea. I was trying to help. I'm sure she'd appreciate it, Siri. I Siri on the shoulder. Well, now that we are past that, everyone read each other's phone, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, iPhong. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a bit too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere? No, not at all, not at all. It's still time before we go home, so we all relax for a bit. Because besides chatting, we do literature-related things in club. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book and do some writing. After all, that's what the club's for. I disagree, Monica. Yeah, about what? That's not the most important thing about literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Yeah, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Siri. In the end, though, Monica's right. Doing literature club's fun. I can spend all the time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, but mostly. How about you? Yeah, I say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we do the same things tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So the poems will turn out even better. I think of myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress, and not to myself with newfound determination. iPhong, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Siri beams on me. It surely has been a while since Siri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Siri, about what happened earlier? What did it mean? In the between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. Just wanted your opinion, that's all. You can see why they make good friends with you. You know, iPhong, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. I think seeing you getting along with everyone is what makes me happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... every day is going to be so much fun. Yeah. Looks like Sari still hasn't got into the kind situation. I mean, sure being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We just have to see what future holds, Sayori. I got Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as a internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. So, yeah, gotta try with Sayori again. So she's broken, but okay, she could be loud. Yeah, true. Some empty. Series empty. She's sunset, right? Yeah. Adventure, vacation, sunny, promise, and depression, childhood, friends, holiday, and party, cheer, fun. Okay, which one? I don't know. Fireflies? Yeah. Don't get fooled, okay? Don't get fooled. Hurts, lazy, and sadness. And okay, this one's kinda tough. Honestly, I think it's forgive. Perfect series, yeah, you have to pick 20 of series. That's pretty tough one, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna skip the first thing. And Sayori trying to get the cakes or cookies from Natsuki. And Monica said that she's playing pianos. And Sayori finished the cookie, respect the work and Natsuki disappear into the closet. iPhong, Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? When we know how the festival is coming up, me and Monica will kinda make some poster and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, go with you. Yay! Come on, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with iPhong to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'll be happy to go with him. Oh, but I wanted to go. So much fun exploring empty classroom and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, iPhong? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the clubroom. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking the kid to a mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yeah, we're gonna do poetry performance. Performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. iPhong, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you said, the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower was better to me. Just the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Siri, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously on top of that. You mean you're working super hard on this, you know? I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that it's embarrassing. I guess that's me, I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sherry spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, I found this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? Well, come to live stream from Wallpaper. What's going on? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Siri like this, but in the end she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. Also, I changed the live stream title of the previous live stream already. Then, as stated, I have finished the first run. Now I'm gonna experiencing the second run, which was planned actually. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So adventuring the series brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Siri heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have here. Crayons. Siri pulls a full of crayons off the shelf. They are the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Siri starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color name. Alright, that one's down. But don't get distracted, we still need to find. Hey, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Smack. Siri bends over and smacks her forehead right to the shelves. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her laps. Ow. She's sweating. You okay? Your forehead. Siri clutches her forehead. Jeez, Siri. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Siri is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out the closet. You have to move your hands, Siri. It hurts. Just do it for a second. And as I said, floor mirrored. It's actually really nice. They don't have to do that, but it just looks actually more realistic. So it just, yeah, look around it. Okay. Wait. That is so weird. Look at this. That is so weird. When I flick the mouse, when the dialogue is gone, it's still able to read the button. Oh my god. Siri slowly released her hand from her forehead. I gently brushed her bangs to the side. Ow. Sorry. There's a huge mark on the center of her forehead. From the starting to form a spiral. And that's gonna spiral up. She finds some ice. iPhong. Where would I even find answer around this time? I guess the cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even listening from the pain series makes us see jokes. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. Pass Siri on the shoulder and run out to the hallway. I look at the nearest vending machine. Sure, get. It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. And no Siri like a cup of juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Siri. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Siri's here. Hand Siri the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Siri opens the cabinet and starts drinking from it. Siri, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How did you hit your head? Siri placed the bottle against the bottom of her head. It stinks. Just barely feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Yeah, fun. This time reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some way. I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. Fall and scream myself or get bumps. Then I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. Almost like you blame yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know. Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Got to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So anyway, it's always my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. iPhong, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. I don't really do this kind of things all the time. Guess when it comes to you, it's just feel natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happened when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. I'm surprised nothing changed between us. Do you think it'd be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no need telling where we each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? Can't imagine you ever changing so my hopes are up. So happy. Siri has a whimsical expression in her eyes. It remains silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. If I hide it under my pants. Siri hops to her feet. She touches her forehead again. Don't stare so bad though, holding yourself. I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Siri out the classroom. Siri plays with her bag, try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club. You're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to stop this shaming performance. Siri, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about it. I was playing with the crayon and smacked my forehead to the shell. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything you needed? I have it right. Siri frantically pressed around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Siri. I have it all right here. Found the poster paper too. Sounds like you're ending up doing all the work I found. Well, Siri. I've had to come up with an excuse for Siri. I made an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. Start working on the poster tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share problems? Because I should grab mine. I've been making sure the crayon box is closed tightly at the messy. So, let's check out Siri again. From the top to the bottom. iPhong, I really love the poems. I can't believe you've been hiding this from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday and this one too. Can tell you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so. No way. Not even Nasu. I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. I don't think it has. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. What? Stop thinking anything, you idiot. I just mean that you're really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things, like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feeling through you than I can to myself. We have that kind of fierce connection. It's your phone for being in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Siri? I Siri's head. Hey, I'm not cute, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Siri starts feeling her pencil between her hands. Hey, iPhong, when you think of your poem, kind of want to give it. Why? Because, well, it's the first time you're reading something to me. Siri completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, why not? I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. Oh, my pencil. Siri hastily bent down to pick up the piece she drops. Being attentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. Okay, for you. Bend down, pick up the broken pencil. Siri clutches the dense bit beside her to support herself and is shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Siri. Yeah. I touch Siri's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't picked the poem. Oh. Sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Just don't worry. I like it. It's the same thing as small dose. I bought my scrap like the lid of the cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumbs and forefingers pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy dozen bottles all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle start like to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way, down comes a bottle this every day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend to friend, more bottle to be where my fingers go. Like exploring the dark cave, discovering the secret hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle cap. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelves could use some more. My friend looked through my locked front door. Finally all done, I opened out and into my friends. they come in such a hurry? Do they want my body that much? I frantically pull them from the shelves one after the others, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottles, but every time I let one go, it shatters again. Tile between my feet, happy toss and shot all over the floor. It was supposed to be for my friends were all smiling, they all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, it's on my head. Holy crap! Sarah, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica told me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feeling recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feeling a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You're going pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I'm not leaving. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sorry, always had a habit of being obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, that's so. It's not really any worse than the last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Feel what? Well, anything that isn't train wreck, I'll take it as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you? Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognize my experience. I can keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. As something tells me not so it's completely missing point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of a serious poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if we've been friends for so long, we might contemplate the same plan. But you never really struck me as a type. Sari has a type of all of a sudden. Yeah, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so thoughtfully spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a non-living way. That was a little unnecessary. I think I'd be this way. If it wasn't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of the balloon. We say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show me my poem? Yeah. And it's the same thing. Amy like spider. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy like spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. It's right not afraid of her. Amy has cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang a chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she loves spider, that's why I'm not afraid of her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy held me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not afraid of her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spider. Why if her friends start to like spider too? That's why I'm not afraid of her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hire anyone. She scrolls the word spider off because spider love her. Not bad, right? It might have been longer than yesterday. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem, without I had to explain it. Sometimes you can't explain complicated issues with much simpler analogy, and it helps people realize how stupid they've been. Anyone would agree that the subjects of this poem is about ignorant, bad people. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks like. That doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I want it to be easier to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of your acting lesson. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares about what someone's like as long as they are not hurting anyone? And it makes me happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Yeah, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that, and I'm sure a lot of other people can too. That's why I do best at all. I don't like writing unless there's good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think that's real. Remember that. When I write good one tomorrow too, so look forward to it. So, of course, I'm gonna show yeah, it's your turn, Yuri. It's my turn. Let's see how it's compared to yesterday's. Let's see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things I found. Were you inspired by nasty poems? Or series, perhaps? Well, guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. Write them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need people to like them or anything. Yuri, sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this every time. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. If I try to do something in your style, I would probably just do a terrible job. I see. Sorry, stupid mind likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphor can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example for that you'd like to read. Of course, is this a poem you wrote for today? You not sentimentally hands me a book. Okay, that's a different one. I mean, it's the same one from the original. I mean, without the plus version. But with the plus version, I haven't went to Yuri's route, so I mean, I can say that I'm not read this yet. Have to stay hydrated. The raccoon. It happened in the not living of night while I was slicing bread for a snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of the raccoon outside my windows. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I keep eating the raccoons a piece of bread, like subconsciously aware of the consequence. Well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The interesting beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon increments its face and reflects that much more light of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. As slice the bread, fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotion onto the newly satisfying mold. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we're getting quite used to each other. Raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows its excitement. A rush of blood, very great. Classics Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feel myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if this is my form, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my before writing style. using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions to them. Even if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own ways. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more my unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Nasu also write something about that? Was someone being ridiculed for sharing interests? Huh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. Is she right? I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. So now you two have that in common. That's so interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my form for judging you, isn't it? Please don't tell me I have said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Thank you for sharing it with me. Although if I hadn't learned to embrace my own feelings, I probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, let's see, Monica. Hi again, iPhong. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. What a shame you work for today. Sure, here we go. I'll give my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. It's been written scenery like the other one that you wrote. Truly unlike the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, I'm just teasing. I know it just takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. Yuri and Nasu are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of times. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything. No, it's nothing like that. It's just the thing used to be me, that's all. Yeah. Sorry, I was putting pressure on you or anything. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. You're alright. But anyway, you want to read my phone now? I like the way this one turns out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. And it's a similar length and long. Send me the color they once thought, bright, beautiful color, flashing, spanning, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless confirming luminous noise. The noise was thought violence, creating new forms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sign tension, like playing chalkboard on the turntable, like playing a vinyl on piece of crust, and endless form of meaningless longing. It's even more abstract than the last one, huh? Guess that was alright. Sorry, I really don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Kind of playing with the space on the paper, choosing where and how the space works, temporarily change the mood of the poems. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the last pretty short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of the feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So going that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, it's Monica writing here today. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. You happen, don't forget to save your games. You never know when you might change your mind. Something unexpected might happen. Is this even too about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something today, so if Everyone could sit at the front of them. Is there a festival? Well, sort of. Do we have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything great in just a few days. We just end up investing ourselves without getting any new members. It's a concern as well. Don't really do away with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sari has been working on poster and I designed some pamphlets we can give out during the events. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to do for the events. Sorry, I told you her about it already. We are going to be performing. Monica, yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us has going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we are also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sarah is putting it on all the poster in case everyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sarah, who's been coloring the poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already stop putting those posters up, did you? Oh, well, I did. You don't really think it's a bad idea? Well, no. Not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. And the creative Natsuki, I could never in my life doing something like that. Imagining it illustrates a handful. Guys, no Siri, I understand where they come from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot, to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it a best. We're the only one responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event, each put on a good performance, and if we inspire others to do the same, the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizon, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we are all in this club today. Would you want to share that with others to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do, I know we all do. It takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem. Yeah, I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri in the next silence. Yuri looks worried. I guess that's leaving no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is to help them out a little bit. Yeah, maybe, but it looks like Natsu doesn't have any argument. Okay, fine. I guess I just have to get over it. Alright. Here. Thanks, Natsu. What about Yuri? Yuri distractedly glances around at everyone else's expected faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. Sculpture is going to be the not living me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. Anyway, let's move on to the main event. Want each of you to choose a poem of yours. Going to practice reciting them in front of each other's. No way. Monica, it is too sudden. You can't recite a poem in front of the club. How do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start to have everyone feel a little more comfortable. Yeah, go next. Of course. Now let's see. Monica flipped through the notebook to specific poems she had in mind for herself. She stands behind the podiums. The title of this poem is The Butterfly. Monica begins reciting her poems. A clear confidence voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or she is simply natural? Those around me, everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed, Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finished the recitation. form was applaud. Monica takes a breath and smile. That was so good, Monica. Thank you so much. I was just hoping to get set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh, Yuri fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of papers between her hands and stands up. Getting her head down, she walks swiftly over to the poems. This poem is cold. Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called the marriage of the crimson eye. Yuri once shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets so into her book. Her quivering voice transforms into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she initiates with the perfect timings. There must be a rare glimpse into a whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she finished. Everyone is stumped. Yuri snaps back into reality and glares around her as if she be bewildered and even herself. I succumbed to the situation and forced to stop drawing. Everyone turns me at the word and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught up so far that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the bomb to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Needle. Sorry, I giggles. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own hand. It's your poem, so it come out the best of her. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem is instantaneously cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think that much of it. The hearing it comes from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she liked my poem. It's like I get to reach more deeply into sometimes I thought I knew through and through it. Sayori finishing is real applaud. I did. Good job, Sayori. If everyone likes it, yes, that's a good sign. That's supposed to mean come out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem is serene nicely. But it might be that other poems would work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I think poems of course where that soft, gentle deliveries wouldn't work as well. It might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. I know what you mean. That's why I've been practicing that kind of thing. Just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. And next time I'm going to make you pick the poem that challenges you and do a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't let me go before iPhong. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. I swear I let iPhong lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki? It's fine. I might as well get over it. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. Just have to go with what I wrote for the day. Stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put any cheek into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everything else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve with the time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, let's just see Yasu. Yeah, I'm going. Natsu begrudgingly gets out her seat and makes her way to the audience. This poem is called. It's called. Well, why are you looking at me? Because you're president. Anyway, the poem is called Chum. Natsuki takes the bread. As she starts reciting the poem herself, to speak a little. As she's still a little and into her poem has a rhythm around it. Natsuki changed my style and it works surprisingly well when spoken loud. The words now feels like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone's applause. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, you at least feel prepared enough to recite from in front of other people. I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. You can put on whatever face I want to other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's surprising, so I think it would be the other way around for me. But that's just how it is, so. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have to worry about the festival. I say I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have the idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick up on and get in the practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making templates, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too, because I have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're doing all of this effort for this club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. That's what is coming up, but let's try to write poem for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, I'll be finished playing tomorrow, then we have a weekend to prepare. Monday's a big day. Hey wait, I can do this. Alright, let's stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as a real Monica, but I do my best to get through it. Okay, it's for the sake of the club. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yeah. Look up with you, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Iphong, you don't have to say it. Whatever, just let's go already. I went home with Siri once more, even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Siri has been a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey Siri. Sorry I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier, and I hope we get to... I mean... Siri almost be her word. So let's just say one day Yuri asks to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I'm not gonna ditch you. Sorry, you really think I would ditch you when Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. So you always seems to really like going home together. I wouldn't just run that for you. It's a silly fun. You think about me so much, too much, or sometimes. You really would deserve it if you wanted to, so. Sorry, I already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. So what's the point of speculating something that's never going to change? This conversation cheers up. It's kind of weird things for Siri to care so much about. I want to respect her and keep her happy too. And again, the festival is only a few days away. That's what we have at that time. Yeah. But I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna call this live day. But before we actually end the live stream, let's check our real menu. We do have side story now. We do have more now. Respect and balance. Yeah, nice, I knew it. but yeah, two more. Okay, let's check the picture to see. Yeah, of course we're gonna have poem. That's second release poems. I mean, we don't know my poem for series. Yeah, we know. Both the first and second poem games. Yeah, we know. I mean, we've seen this in the original games already as well. What was this? The sketch of the series first CG, which would later be a line color and slightly adjusted to match the perspective of the background. A good decision procedure. During the poem games, write the perfect poem for series. Oh no. So I have to write a perfect poem. Oh no. Good God. I have to write a perfect poem. I'm screwed. A sketch campaign by David Evelyn to test and compare different hairstyles per series. In that one test series, you will still work on with her. Yeah. So I think that's what teaching series and teaching series may be other option. So yeah. Anyway, I like this wallpaper actually, and series routes. I mean, the camera angles, as I said, is improved for original games without a plus. The plus version actually looks much more improved. I like that, especially they trying to make people focus on the floor. It has a reflection, which they don't have to, but it's actually really nice that they will want to give everything in detail. So it's nice. Still, I don't have any new mail, and everything's still the same. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Anyway, look at the time. Maybe it's uh, 11 p.m. where I live now. So I'm gonna call this one this live stream. Thank you guys so much for watching and answer me. Hasta la vista. Bye guys.